and welcome to Zoraiskincare channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Kai and I'm a cosmetic formulator. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I made this dark spot correcting face lotion. In this formula, I'll be formulating with high performing ingredients such as bilberry extract, glyceric acid, and betaine. So stay tuned and I'll leave the recipe for this formula at the end of the video. Let's get formulating. I've got ingredients for the first part of this recipe pre-measured to cut the video short. This beaker here will be my oil face beaker with all the waxes and butters in there. And in here I've got distilled water and some of the water-soluble ingredients that will be my water phase. I decided to use Zepimaxen as my water gelling agent as well as stabilizer at 0.2%. I'll blend that with some glycerin to create a paste before adding that into the water beaker. I've got two very special ingredients that I'm incorporating into this formula. I've got two powders in here, that's betaine and glycerinic acid. Actually, I've got the ingredients. Let me show you guys. So this is glycerinic acid. I'm using this as a skin repairing and conditioning agent. So you can already see the story I'm beginning to build with this formula. I've got betaine here. Betaine has got multifunctional skin benefits. Some are listed there on the screen, and according to the manufacturer, it says here it's good for acne prone skin as well as hyperpigmentation. As you can see, I've got the water baths for both phases ready, so now I can go ahead and place the oil phase beaker into the water bath as well as the water phase beaker. But before I do that, I'm gonna add in the water soluble ingredients, that is betaine and glycerinic acid. These are heat tolerant ingredients, so they are okay for high temperatures. Scrape off all the ingredients, we can't waste. These ingredients are very expensive, and I'm just gonna give it a quick stir to help the powders dissolve, and I'll place that into the water bath to heat and melt the ingredients. So both phases need to be at the same temperature. And oh, before I forget, sorry guys, I need to also add this bilberry extract into the water phase. This is a powerful antioxidant with amazing skin benefits as well as anti-aging properties. So that goes into my water phase. So there's my bilberry tea. As you can see now, what my water color is changed, but I'm not worried about that because I'll fix that at the end of the formula. So while that is heating up, I then prepare my dark spot correcting actives, and I dissolve that in their respective solvents. I've got alpha orbitine in here, it's water soluble, and I'll be using oil soluble vitamin C, and this is Shapy White, which is oil soluble. I'm also using kojic dipalmitate, and I will dissolve that in isopropyl myristrate. That seems to be the best solvent for kojic dipalmitate. So this is IPM, isopropyl myristrate. What's happening with my solid oils? They almost melted. Make sure it's fully melted, guys, to avoid some graininess in your formulas. And check the temperatures. Like I say, both phases need to heat up at the same temperature, about 75 degrees. This is chemistry, as you all know, formulators. Otherwise your emulsion is just going to separate. Okay then, so both phases are now out of the water baths. They've both been melted and heated to the same temperatures. Check the temperature again. So at this point I can now blend my Zepimax Zen to form a paste before I add that into the water. So I'll just quickly give it a quick stir to create a slurry, as they call it in formulating. But to be honest, sometimes I just sprinkle the gum over the water and quickly just blend it, and it works. But just for the sake of a tutorial video, this is the way we were taught, so this is the way we have to do it. It's the safest way to avoid lumps, because sometimes once the lumps forms, it will be very difficult to get rid of them. So scrape off all the gum into the water, give it a mix. That's the gum there, still lumpy. Anyways, I'll just give it a quick blaze using an immersion blender to help the gum hydrate fully into the water. I do this before adding the oil phase. So now I can go ahead and add the oil phase into the water phase, and I'll stir the mixture before blending. You can see the emulsion is already forming. So now I'll just take my immersion blender and blend. This is the funny part of formulating. I'm sure you formulators out there, you all agree with me. I personally find formulating quite addictive. I love lotion making, but anyways, you keep blending your mixture to make sure it's fully emulsified, but don't overblend. So there it is, our lotion is formed to a nice thick consistency. And now I just check my temperature to make sure it's the right temperature to add my actives. I add all my first ingredients. The full recipe is at the end of this video, so don't worry, all the ingredients that I've used will be listed on there. Or you can add or subtract some of the ingredients on that recipe and tweak it and create your own story for your own formula. I check the temperature again to make sure it's below 40 degrees before adding in the heat sensitive ingredients. I go in with vitamin E, which is an antioxidant. I add a broad spectrum preservative, and lastly followed by a fragrance, or you could use some essential oils if you prefer. Like I said before, that I wasn't too worried about that brown color. Now it has changed into a nice vibrant color. I then transfer the cream into a dark colored container. It will carry on emulsifying for the next 24 hours. But before storing my cream, I check and adjust the pH to make sure it's got the correct pH level. That's the end of our formulating video. Thank you so much for watching. There's the recipe on the screen, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more formulating videos. Safe formulating and happy lotion making formulators.